From the 20th of July to the 20th of August, we have Leo. Now, Leo are people usually who obviously or quietly set about something and generally stay with it until they feel that it is accomplished. It is a go-do-it and stay-with-it type of situation. Now, the sign is essentially masculine, and Leo people divide into two distinct parts, or types, one of which is quite the roarer, the individual with the strong leonine executive pressure, and the other we might term an intimidated Leo. The intimidated Leo is actually one who has the Leo qualities, but with a very highly sublimated consciousness. This consciousness causes the person to turn his willpower largely to the control and directing of his own life. Under such conditions, you have the mystic, the educator, the idealist. Where the Leo person is more aggressive, you have the leader and even the dictator. You have the strongly arrogant type of Leo. Now, the great virtue of the Leo person is their sincere and dedicated sense of responsibility. They are faithful unto death of the things that they believe, and they are very excellent servants of good causes. The danger to them, of course, in their activity is an extremism. They are not quite flexible enough. They are not quite able to find the humorous side of life. Things get a little too serious. Problems are exaggerated to some degree. And in the quiet side of Leo, dedication has even led to martyrdom. It is a sign in which the person, to be really as happy as they can be and as well adjusted as possible, must develop just a little more sense of humor, must recognize that they are working with a world that is not going to do quite the way they think it should, and take a rather parental attitude of leadership without domination, of helpfulness without criticism, and of cooperation without a determination to run something. All these things have to be very quietly worked out in the Leo. The moment a Leo person tries to dominate situations, he creates tremendous resistance. His very nature seems to do this, and as a result he has pain and troubles that otherwise he should not be forced to endure. The Leo woman is a very dedicated person, and Leo women in families are often the dedicated co-worker in a project. The Leo person, Leo woman inheriting a husband or family responsibility will carry it with great conscientiousness. Also, they will remember persons whom they have admired. They are hero worshippers, and they are particularly dedicated to the perpetuation of the work of the dead, particularly some close person, leader, or object of respect in their lives. They will continue continuing allegiance to that over a period of years. Many organizations pass into the control of Leo women who become devout and wonderful preservers of the trust that has been given to them. This is the way in which they work out their feminine approach. They become world motherly rather than simply personal parents. The Leo person, because of their pressures, has some enemies, has some opponents, is open to criticism, and where this gathers too much momentum may result in sickness. They are subject to falls, dizzy spells, and injuries of a minor nature involving the heart. They are sometimes subject in older years to difficulty in locomotion, but for the most part they get along fairly well if they are able to sort of graciously warm up their programs so that they do not appear to be merely forcing situations.